Welcome everyone back to the Amateur Dota 2 League Season 6 North American entry level. This is Game 2 of Wicked Sick versus Meepo Y. Wicked Sick took the first game in convincing manner, winning the lane phase, and now the way after that taking the game. First ban coming up from Wicked Sick would be the silencer. Meepo Y PSM actually playing a really good silencer in the past game, so that might be why they want to ban out the silencer right there. Meepo Y banning out the Tide Hunter, the lead net worth hero in the past game from Wicked Sick, playing really well. Probably because not little effort was put in to zone the Tide Hunter out of the lane.
5 seconds remaining.
The laning phase was rather
dire team pick
unique from Meepo Y. Like they saw Wicked Sick picked up a Viper, but they pick an OD to go meet against a Viper, which is always feels like a bad idea, but that's what they did. Dazzle being banned out by Meepo Y. I believe they picked Dazzle just now, but they will ban out the Dazzle this time instead, and X being banned out by Wicked Sick.
5 seconds.
Meepo Y was playing X in the last game. Yeah, I believe that's correct. Meepo Y had X going onto off lane against a very powerful high magic burst damage, which was also bad for the X. Really, the laning phase was just not good for Meepo Y. They were just outdraft in general. Viper against an OD, a Vengeful Spirit, Nirvana, and Necrophos against an Axe and a Dazzle, and then on top it was a Sniper and a Silencer versus a Tide Hunter, which the Tide Hunter just had a really wonderful game because, well, those two heroes really can't do too much against a Tide Hunter if he plays safely. First pick coming up from Wicked Sick will be Earthshaker. Wonder whether we will have the opportunity to see a Core Shaker, whether Eco would be playing on the Earthshaker. He played a really good game last game on the Viper against the OD.
Radiant team pick.
Vengeful Spirit being picked up by Meepo Y this time instead. We'll see whether it's who will be playing this support, Vengeful, or maybe a semi-carry like just now. Oh well, it wasn't really a semi-carry, but it was a support. Vengeful Spirit, which did really well roaming and ganking. I actually personally felt the Mirana did do a very good job. Granted, the skill build was just pure ganking, and so it did its job in the ganking phase, and after that really couldn't contribute much to team fights. But they did get a lot of pick off from Wicked Sick. Did get a lot of pick off. Lion being picked up here, two very powerful ganking supports. So we might see a very gank orientated team from Meepo Y this time. A Lion definitely a powerful early game support with a stun and a hex and the ability to just stay in lane for a very long time because of mana drain. Vengeful Spirit, a very high damage stun and negative armor. A damage aura in general just helps the ganking a lot to bring down heroes. Juggernaut being picked up by Wicked Sick. We have an Earthshaker in the Juggernaut combination, also very scary. If Earthshaker managed to get any hero stuck, a Blade Fury would certainly bring a Lion or a Vengeful Spirit down, and then there's just no way to stop it. Omni Knight being banned out as a third ban. Okay, I believe it was Meepo Y that banned Omni Knight the last game, but I don't think a lot of people like to play Omni Knight. Like to play against an Omni Knight. Guardian Angel and then a free BKB. These are all just annoying things to deal with.
Reserve time.
This time we have Meepo Y going for a very gank orientated lineup. Last game Wicked Sick went for a very heavy team fight. Tide Hunter just had some beautiful Ravage thrown out right there. I wonder whether we have the opportunity to see a Black Hole Enigma being picked up this time by Wicked Sick. I wonder. Skywrath Mage being banned out as a third ban from Meepo Y. Skywrath Mage, of course, a lane winner, definitely controls the lane a lot, throws out a lot of magic damage to low HP heroes like Juggernaut, We can just push him back from the lane, prevent him from staying in the lane. Legion Commander being banned out of the 4th ban from Wicked Sick. Interesting ban, honestly, because in the current pro game meta game, Legion Commander just really isn't doing too well. I believe in the Dota Asian Championship yesterday, Bruno Stats guy said that Legion Commander is now 1-4,
5 seconds remaining.
and that was when Cloud9 picked it against Big Gods in their second game against
Reserve
Big Gods,
time.
and they lost terribly, so it's now 1-5. 1 win and 5 losses. That's really probably not a hero that I would be worried about, but that's what Wicked 6 is gonna ban. And 4th ban coming up, Troll. I'm actually always very surprised how this hero lasts so long in the pool. Usually it's always either first pick or first ban. Troll is a very core carry right now. Now the meta game is just about heavy, crazy amount of physical damage with heroes like Juggernaut. I believe they buff his AGI gain, so heroes like to just get one lever into Blade Fury as a magic emu or as a dodge to escape,
10 seconds
and then just
remaining.
max out the healing and the crit and just
5
get a Master's
seconds
Madness and
remaining.
go around killing people. Of course, we have Trollwater doing the same thing, just getting a
Reserve
blink and
time.
blinking in and just bashing the crap out of poor heroes like just low HP heroes like Lion and Vengeful Spirit and stuff. So a third hero pick from Meepo. Why? You want to see here? A Meepo would actually be good in this current lineup, but they will pick up a Centaur War Runner
Dire
instead,
team
which is also a gank orientated hero. Works well. There was in the previous meta game, of course, it works well with heroes like Invoker, Blinking, Stun, Double Edge, Sunstrike. Most things die to that combination. Super good for pickoff, or even Vengeful Spirit can swap it back, a stun followed by a lot of
10
other
seconds
stuns.
remaining.
But very gank orientated lineup.
5
So
seconds remaining.
we'll see how Wicked Sick reacts to this. I actually personally felt the last
Reserve time.
drafting phase, Meepo Y was very reactive towards Wicked 6. Sorry, was too passive towards Wicked 6 draft. Mirana being picked up as a third pick right here from the Wicked 6. Who they played a support Mirana. T2 played a support Mirana, which was very
Dire
good
team
ganking and picking up single heroes, but well, the way he built the skill and of course the lack of goal from being a support really didn't allow him to contribute much during the team fights. But he had some really good arrows thrown out in the last game, and he was arguably having a really good game. And Slug being picked up as a 4th pick. This
10
clearly
seconds,
looks like
10
a
seconds remaining.
ganking, just want to pick as much hero off as possible.
5
Slug,
seconds
Slug,
remaining.
Lion, Centaur, War Runner, these are all heroes that can just start
Reserve
ganking
time.
at level 4 or 5. Once they reach 6, they're even more scary. But the danger, of course, is that they do not have a late game. This early ganking lineup is like a early to mid game kind of lineup. What we have here, Earthshaker, support Mirana, also I believe a early to late game hero, but Juggernaut right there, definitely mid to late game, especially with the new build, and also depends heavily on how you build the hero. A lot of top games player of course loves to just get an early scepter, which I personally feel not really the best build for the new meta games. Juggernaut, considering his AGI gain, you should really be making full use of that AGI gain. Get a Massive Madness, work towards an SNY, and just go kill people. You don't even need your own instruction to
10
kill people.
seconds remaining.
But Timbersaw being picked up as a 4th pick, and off-lane Timbersaw.
5 seconds remaining.
Pep the Trash had a really good game on Tidehunter last
Dire
game. It
team
would
ban.
be great to see a beautiful and well-played Timbersaw. It's always a beauty watching that. Anti-Mage being banned out as the 5th ban, and of course the
Radiant team
famous late-game core Medusa. This is the most annoying hero to play against. You always look like you're winning, and then suddenly you're losing, and you're losing, and you're losing. this Medusa feels like the new Faceless Void. Faceless Void seems easier to get to be dealt with right now compared to
10 seconds remaining.
Medusa. Medusa, once you just reach a
5
big
seconds
levels, is
remaining.
really hard to deal with. But it might be a reactive ban right here. Meepo Y does not have a late game core. Slack is not a very good late game core. Once it reaches 50 to 60 minutes, it just falls off. They ban out the AM, so it might have gave away a hit that, you see, AM burns a lot of mana and dealing the damage back under the physical damage, and it just burns through Medusa's mana really fast. That's an awesome way to deal with Medusa. 3 AMs, just crazy. So that Medusa ban,
Team pick.
very good ban coming out from Wicked Sick, definitely a reactive ban I feel towards the AM ban. And now they will pick up a Spectre as their core hard carry for Meepo Y. On Wicked Sick, I'm not too sure. They have 2 support, an off lane, and a core. They lack a mid. They could be interested to put the Juggernaut mid or the
10
Mirana
seconds
mid.
remaining. 5 seconds
We'll
remaining.
see how this rolls out, how this plays out.
Reserve time.
Echo had a really nice game on the Viper in mid against the OD last game. So interested to see what hero he'll be playing this time around. T2 had a great game on Mirana. Rapier was really sensational on the Vengeful Spirit too. Just not many swap saves, but just really good protecting and ganking, just throwing out a lot of offensive plays right there. Lycan being picked up right there. I'm interested to see who will go mid. We might see a core shaker here. Oh no, Echo will pick up the Lycan. They might be switching this up. Rapier will go on the Earth Shaker. T2 back onto his Mirana. General Pants on the Juggernaut. He was on the Necrophos last game. Trash will play on the Timbersaw.
Prepare for
And on the
battle.
bottom, Opkar was on the OD last game, now playing on the slot, likely going mid. Vengeful Spirit will be played by Monkey King Bambina. PSM on the Lion. Okay, pause coming up from Rapier. Spectre, played by Pegwins, who was the sniper last game. Mr. Smite, the Axe, will now be playing the Centaur Warrunner. Apparently T-Tube on the Mirana has crashed, so we'll be having a slight pause here. And this is of course the most even start of the game. No one has actually purchased anything except for Vengeful Spirit. Oh, what's being dropped, that's why, so lack of... Alright, they are ready and good luck, have fun. We will go and start right now. Once again, Lion played by PSM. I keep saying PMS, I believe. Sock played by Opkar. Vengeful Spirit by Monkey Bambina, Spectre by Peckwing, and Mr. Smite on the Centaur Warrior. All 4 heroes will be challenging for the bottom bounty rune, but it doesn't look like Dire is remotely interested to challenge for this. Timbersaur played by Trashcan, I believe. Yeah, the Trashcan.
To battle.
Will just continue to go down bottom. He will drop a ward, I believe, to secure his lane to feel safer. Drop a ward in this location. Yep, that is correct. And on the top lane, Centaur Warrior by Mr. Smite is also not interested to challenge the rune. No one wants to give away first blood. Oh, looks like we have here. He might be walking closer. He's just trying to scout it out. Let's see how it goes. A double stun. If he gets near stun connects, he is dead. Oh, here they go, engaging into it just to scare them away. They will give it to the Monkey King Bambina to get it instead. Lycan will take the bounty rune, and Lycan will go mid. This is interesting. Lycan will be mid. Eco had a really great game on Viper last game, so let's hope and see whether he'll get a good game right now. He will be up against the Slug. Again, a tri-lane on offensive tri-lane, definitely. Very long range stun from Raper, and of course T2 with his Mirana again. Let's see whether they can connect anything. A stun, if they could seal off the Centaur Warrior, Blade Fury would be a pain to deal with right here. Sorry about that, mic fell. General Pants had a really good game on Necrophos last game. He will now be on the Juggernaut. You do not want the Juggernaut to have a good game. Sorry, this should be on. No, this should be on last hits. Spectre having some good farm, zoning out the Timbersaur, but a Lion and a Vengeful Spirit, very powerful to zone out any heroes you want to zone out right there. T2 just trying to force him out, picked up the stun instead of the return, which some people like to pick to deal with just low HP supports. Harassment right there, really aggressive, this Slug, or maybe just Lycan Eco controlling his lane really well. Both teams just pulling onto the safe lane and trying to reduce the amount of experience the off lane gets. Timbersaur having a slightly better time. Of course he has a ward, but on the other side I'm not sure whether there was a ward, but it has been no, they do not have a ward. Both lanes are being dropped for rune control purposes. Offensive warding from both teams actually.
Yes.
Earthshaker picking up a bounty rune right here. Engaging onto the courier. They might be able to get a courier. No, How being thrown up onto the and Wolf coming up, almost getting Opkar right there. Opkar was just too greedy, trying to go for the courier right there. And up here, top engagement. His Centaur could be in danger right there. He skilled back, but Juggernaut just wasn't in range to start spinning, so Earthshaker was not interested to throw out the Fissure. Timbersaur also being forced out of the lane, but already on level 3. Engagement here on mid. No one will be able to dive the tower so early in the game, but we'll see what's gonna happen right here. And stun and arrow connecting, but just not enough. Juggernaut wasn't in range to just start spinning and bringing the hero down. In a tri-lane, of course, you need the kills. Support are actually staying away from the lane to give more HP, more experience towards the Juggernaut. They're now roaming away. Timbersaur probably just barely escaping, pulling away. Didn't skill his real wing death, skilling the Timber Chain, and I believe he just used it to save himself right there. Pull away, potential engagement here on Slug as both but Lion coming in and engaging onto the Lycan first, dodging the arrow, and now Lycan going very low, but this might be a turnaround. It might be even to pick first blood right here. Lion just staying and sacrificing. Oh no, he's not staying, he's just turning around to show a spike. Earthshaker coming in, but his stun will miss, and we need an arrow here, but no mana. Timbersaur coming, a lot of investment here to get this Lion, but nope, they will not get anything. They're giving up. That's a lot of investment. But they'll get a D ward right now. T2 will get a D ward as Trash Can returns to his lane, but they did manage to force the Slug out of lane too, so not to worry. But Peckwing's having a much better game this time compared to the last game where the team, an engagement here, Opkar onto Ecor. He will miss his pounce, so it doesn't really matter. But Timbersaw now here with support from the Mirana. I don't think he can burst them down. He needs the Reeling Death to really be able to burst any of this support down. But here, first blood Slug coming out right there. He might be even go down. Yes, he will go down to Rapier. Sorry about that. I missed the first blood. Watching on the bottom, seeing whether there was an engagement, but first bird going to the way of Opkar, Eco going down for that, but Earthshaker will TP in right on time to stun up the Slug and get a kill in return. 1-for-1 in mid. Go and Experience going the way of the Earthshaker. Not a good trade, but definitely something they would be interested in is to get the Earthshaker a little bit of gold, let him work towards the Blink Dagger, and Experience of course is important. Lycan, gold is important for the Lycan, but Experience not too much. But Pounce here coming onto Eco, over aggression here, Lycan followed up by a Spike and a Hex. That's why Lycan is being picked up by all the teams, right? Oh my god, Lycan just Eco just running up right there and whoa, what is he doing? He's going back down. Pounce will connect, he will go down anyway. PSM right there blocking Opkar for a short period of time. But doesn't matter, he will get it. Second kill for Opkar on Eco, who is not having as great a game as he did last game. Definitely hero advantage, and now he is arguably at the hero disadvantage, I believe. Like, isn't exactly the best hero to go up against Slug. And oh, wrong side. If Fisher was on the right side, he would be in deep trouble back there. But more engagement coming out from the Slug. Slug engaging onto Eco, but the arrow is coming. Mirana jumping in right now. No arrows coming out. Both teams were just, both heroes were just pulled away. Opkar and Eco just continue their aggressive aggression here. Stun throwing up onto Trash Can as he just walks away. Lion unable to get in range to throw up the spike, otherwise they might have a chance to burst him down. Double damage rune. T2 not interested to pick it up. He might be waiting. Throw an arrow if just throw a hopeful arrow, pick up the DD rune. Nope, does not connect. He will pick up the DD rune now. No, he will not. Staying out of lane is really bad for Mirana. She needs her levers to just get higher lever for a ultimate, of course, very important for ganking and all. Lycan with the double damage rune coming up onto the Centaur. A good stun right here could spell doom for the Centaur. Where is the ES? Why is there no engagement right there? The Centaur actually doesn't know, but probably from the missing mid he knows. They see the wolf. Oh, that is sad. They see the wolf. They should now know right now. But they're waiting here for the Lycan to come back, and the Lycan just walks away. Slug gets a bounty rune instead. TP coming in from the Mirana. Not too much action beyond the mid lane. But that's what Meepo wants, I believe, to get as much gank in as possible in the early period of the game. Slug getting 2 kills is definitely good. He's now level 8, I believe 1 level above the Lycan, 2 levels above the Lycans actually. And he should be leading the level chart right now. No one else has that much kills. Juggernaut is actually 7 and Spectre is 6. But Juggernaut having a really good deal of kills and deny right up there. Excuse me. And Santo now more brave. He knows he's alone, and engagement there on Lycan once again. Lycan pops up his ultimate to run away, and he will. Spike fails to connect. And a reverse engagement here, hacks onto it, but the Lycan will just be bite down by the wolf's arrow fails to connect yet again, and Lycan just waiting there. Spike misses again. Centaur pops us his ulti. This could be bad for Icor. Stun coming out, connects onto Opkar, but he will die as he will go down as Pounce connects. Now Rapier might go down this second time, but Enchant Taunton followed by with the stun from the Aftershock will prevent the Monkey King Bum from doing anything more. Game's not looking as great as the last game for Wicked Sake, and Wolf being used to, oh, they might be able to pick up the courier here. Nope, he will just fly uphill and the Wolves will not be able to follow him anymore. Juggernaut leading the last hit chart. Let's go all the way up to net worth. He is really just not much ahead of the Spectre, but anyway, continuous aggression here as Spectre uses his ultimate to bring in onto the Mirana, but might pay with his life. He will go down to the chain ultimate from Timbersaw, and the follow-up stun by Rapier here. Rapier just chasing, he does not want to go too far. If stun connects, he might be in trouble right here. Timbersaw throwing out the ultimate, Trashcan throwing out the ultimate onto here, and just might be able to burst the Opkar down right here. Not enough mana right there, too much being taken out. Vengeful Spirit will go down instead to the Aftershock, sorry, to the Fissure. Slug goes down to, I believe, to Timbersaw. Was I correct? Yes, Timbersaw ended his killing spree right there. Not good. Good engagement for Wicked's sake, but definitely not what the Meepo Y was hoping for. But Pegwing needs to be careful here. Once again, wrong side. Thankfully, wrong side, but the arrow connects anyway. Uses of the cooldown. Trashcan looking to get this kill right here. Ultimate troll up, and yes, the burst damage will be able to bring the Spectre down, but he will pay with his life anyway. T2 needs to get out here as fast as possible. Opkar TPing in, wants to chase T2 down.
Radiant's middle tower
Does not have a blink yet. The blink pounce would be able to cash it, but Haze being popped up right. Haze being picked up by the Rapier, and Opkar wanting to chase him down, but the Haze will save him right there. As Eco finally getting a little bit more farm, and he has actually overtaken the Slug. The Slug went down, died, and failed to kill anyone, I believe. So that wasn't good for him. And Juggernaut continued to pull away. Spectre was brought down twice, so now Juggernaut pull 1k away from the 1.5k actually away from the Spectre. Net worth chart is, this is a much greater net worth compared to the last game. He actually missed the last hit, that was funny. Santo might want to be careful here. Let's look a little bit at the item progression. Santo working towards his Blink Dagger, looking at the amount of money right there. We have a Maelstrom coming out of Juggernaut, already done. Orb of Venom, building a Scuddy in the future. But Opkar here coming on to General Plans, misses his pounce. General Plans wants to bring this as far as possible, uses his Omi Slash and starts spinning. I believe he will go down right here. Don't think he can outrun Opkar, and Opkar does bring him down. Timbersaw on the other hand throwing out his chain, doing a lot of burst damage and just not really doing enough to bring down the center or Opkar. Oh my god, he might be in danger. Oh, misses. Hits the near tree instead of going to the far right, otherwise he might be able to burst down Opkar right there. Ultimate thrown out will bring down the Centaur, and Spectre now hunting Echo as Lycan will pop his ultimate to chase Opkar down, but he will pounce away. You won't be outrunning this Lycan. Not enough damage coming out. More crits is required. Another pounce. Lycan will continue to chase. Heals up a little bit. Arrow connects in your face. But Opkar will go down to the Lycan's ultimate. An ultimate pop to chase him down. Spectre, Pegwing will run away as they spent just a lot of time. They didn't get a kill. The engagement on Timbersaw did not came with a reward. Anyway, continue with our item look. Earthshaker. Rapier out with an Arcane Boots, level 8 right now. Probably working towards his Blink Dagger.
Radiant's top tower
Timbersaw working towards a Bloodstone. Arcane Boots already out, level 11. Soul Rings and Point Boosters already picked up. Lycan picking up a Ring of Protection. He's not been having a very great game, but probably working towards an offering for Roshan. Oh, the Enchantment fails to connect, but more ultimate will come out, but Spectre will run away, and it's double stun coming out right there, and just bursting the two heroes down. Trash Pen and Rapier going down, over aggression there onto Pickwings. 3 TPs being used to get that gang done, and it pays off with 2 kills. As Eco continue to try to farm as much as possible. Okay, and Juggernaut, we checked out a Juggernaut. Mirana, I believe, no significant item changes. Centaur Warrior getting closer and closer to his Bling Dagger. Ipcore, no significant item, probably working directly towards a Eye of Scuddy, considering the amount of gold he's picking up. And we have PSM being the typical support, completely broke and poor, just like any other university grad school student would be. Pegwing working towards a diffuser blade, or at least it looks like it's a diffuser blade. And Monkey King Bambi, same thing, poor guy with nothing to give, and an engagement here from probably follow up from an arrow, using all his Mirana's ultimate. No, not Mirana's ultimate, and Mirana's mana, a lip and an arrow very likely. From the Mirana to connect through the Lycan ultimate and just burst out the Slug. Slug actually had a good start, but just some bad ganks on the bottom lane just allowed the Timbersaw to get back into the game and get Lycan free farm and just step right back into the game, and now they have the lead. Spectre, who was really close net worth to Juggernaut few minutes ago, died twice, I believe, or 3 times right now. Twice. He died twice, and oh, he might die the 4th time right here. He will go down to a lot of burst damage coming out from the Timbersaw ultimate pop from the Mirana, who will not be able to save this Earthshaker. He will go down to the PSM. A carry for a support, not the trade Meepo is looking for. This heavy ganking lineup needs to gank more. General Pants trying to force the Centaur Warrior away. TP coming in from Vengeful Spirit.
Radiant's top tower has
Stun being thrown out to General Pants. Follow up stun, but Omi Slash will come out first and will bring Mr. Smith down right here. Spike will be thrown up to stun up the Lycan, but will the arrow connect? The arrow will miss.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not too much gold change, but significantly affecting the Centaur Warrior. He loses the amount of gold that he was saving towards his Bling Dagger. He was really close towards a Bling Dagger, and now it will be delayed. Probably when he come out, it just take about another 1 or 2 minutes to get that farm. Maybe go in the jungle, clear the jungle once, and you should have enough. This Spectre must not die here. Spectre is already pretty far behind, so you do not want to die one at a time. An arrow not connecting, showing up, going right in front of the face of Spectre, but not connecting. They will disengage and move away. Getting closer towards his diffuser blade. Mirana, as usual, being last or second last in the lineup. Even when they were winning crazily, she was still like second last in net worth by the end of the game. Lycan has his Vermeer's offering now, working towards the Necronomicon. Bloodstone being picked up right here by Timbersaw, disassembling his arcane boots to get there. An arrow will connect onto Monkey King Bambi. 5-second stun right there, very likely, but no way they want to engage into here. Only 2 heroes. Mirana, this time skilling his Starstorm and only 1 level into Sacred Arrow. Wow, just 1 ultimate being thrown on Pigwin, and she's down at half HP on top lane. However, an engagement, a triple hero engagement onto the Juggernaut will bring the Juggernaut down, who did not use his Omni Slash. and a lot of gold going towards the Meepo Y right there. And Slug, that's what Slug is supposed to do. He picks up his Bling Dagger. As Spectre gets really close. Oh, Wicked Sake here stealing a stack. A 3 large cam, a middle cam actually. A 3 middle cam stack from Meepo Y will be cleared by Eco and T2.
Radiant's bottom
And here, Slug will run into the Mirana, who will blink forward and pounce onto Trash Can. Ultimate being pop, arrow connects onto Vengeful Spirit. Ultimate troll up. He wants the Vengeful Spirit. He will get the Vengeful Spirit. Stun being trolled up and ultimate pop by the Centaur to try to save both, but Vengeful Spirit will still go down. Wicked Sake wants to continue this aggression. Timbersaw will show himself, goes through. Timber Chain will catch him, and he will jump right past there and follow up and enchant onto the stun, and will go down to the Lycan Roofs are the one that got him. They will get 2 kills and a tower. T1 is extremely likely to go down. There is no one to defend it, and I don't think they want to defend it with 3. Diffuse bait likely already picked up. Yes, already picked up by the Spectre, who will move towards the mid lane and farm invisibility rune left alone by T2.
Has fallen.
And they got the T1 and from the bottom, and now they're retreating. The Radiant has lost all their T1s.
Invisibility.
Juggernaut picking out the invisibility rune here with level 2 Omi Slash ready. This could turn into a disaster for Meepo Y if he's able to pounce on a weak hero. If he's Vengeful Spirit's coming in right here. Omi Slash will be used and he will just bring down the Vengeful Spirit, but he will take that Vengeance Aura with him. So he will gain a lever and return back to his farm. Working towards an SNY, just several hundred gold. As Roshan go down, he will have enough money for his SNY. Timbersaw completing here, soaring up gold, not too sure what he's buying just yet. Necronomicon level 1 already out. Centaur Warrunner picking up a bounty rune, and Earthshakers very close towards his Bling Dagger now, doesn't want to die. Roshan will go down. An engagement here from Trash Can, who is really playing a pretty good game and will not catch the Lycan, so they will have to back off right there. There you have it. Upshaker has enough money for his Bling Dagger. He will go to the side shop to get it. Timbersaw picks up a point booster, definitely working towards a Argonian Scepter. Juggernaut completes his SNY.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And T2 still being the poor support with nothing. Double damage, and level 2 Necronomicon. Yes, level 2 Necronomicon, pretty close, 700 gold away from level 3, and the crazy push will start coming. Slug be quite stagnate after the arrow will connect. Arrow will connect, and the Echo Slam will come in with the large amount of crit, will go down instantly. PMS will be brought down here by a crit from the Juggernaut, and 2 will go down. Feature connects onto Monkey King Bambi. Earthshaker Timbersaw bringing in, swaps in the Centaur Warrior, but Centaur Warrior will stun and will be able to stay alive, but Spectre will come, Backwing will ultimate and come in, but will not be able to stay alive. Centaur Warrior continuing his stun, brings down the Lycan, but the Aegis will bring him back up. And he will disengage right here. They are disengaging. They are diving the T3 with the T2 still up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Slug being burst down in an extremely fast manner. The Earthshaker blue sword with the invisibility from the from Mirana's ulti from the Juggernaut. He on general plan scouted out the large group of crit right there, and Earthshaker just went in and Echo Slam and bye bye. Slug. Monkey King Bambi still just got his earn. Bling Dagger is already out here. Just wards, typical support, no new items, or no significant progression towards any new item right there. Clearing up the enemy's ancient just to steal some EXP right there. Timbersaw putting some pressure on the Opkar, who might be interested to engage on this. Okay, he has more heroes right now. A blink to the foreign, Mr. Smith, but fails to connect the stun. Saving up a lot of money here. He's pretty... Okay, he's not. I thought he was working towards a point booster, but he's not. He's working towards a I got him Scepter. He's pretty far away, about 1500 gold away. Earthshaker got his Bling Dagger. T2 still being the poor guy with nothing.
Invisibility.
Ecor has his level 3 Necronomicon out. Not sure what's the next item he will be looking towards. Maybe a Basher would be good. Juggernaut, he picks up something here. He picks up the Skull recipe for a Skull Basher. Recipe first. Interesting choice. As we continue to push onto the top tower, the T2, Radiant has lost both their most important towers, the T1 mid and T1 bottom, while Dire still keeps both towers up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I personally have no particular, I'm not too sure which is the most important tower. I know the 2 towers here is extremely important because it challenges for the Roshan a lot, but the T1 top definitely protects the Dire jungler a lot, similar to the Radiant's T1 jungler. Of course, Radiant's, I believe the Radiant mid tower is the one closest to the Roshan, and both has gone down. They have, like you can see, what's being thrown up by the Dire to just control the whole jungler. Look at this. Dire has vision of everything past this line, while Radiant only has one vision right here. You have a small vision on the top rune which sees the Dire walking into their jungler, walking into their ancient, and that's about it. Wolf being down right here, scouting it out. Vengeful Spirit has disconnected right here. Look at the vision control that Wicked Sick is having compared to Meepo Y. This definitely plays the engagement and just goal that the support has from the kills definitely play a major role on the ability to just go deep and ward. Engagement, the Wicked Six being extremely aggressive. Of course, we see them engaging it very deep in the opponent's jungler, diving the T3 to get an engagement off and pick heroes up. But that's what you get when you dive deep. You get to ward deep. Oh, Juggernaut very close to his Basher right now. Lycans, no significant item progression right here. Timbersaw, none to... Nope. I just revealed this, so just probably working towards a Vanguard on the Cento. Spectre, not too sure what she's working towards. Vanguard maybe, just to buff up a little bit from the gang. It really depends. If he picks up a point booster, then yes, he's working towards a the Eye of Skadi. Let me just double confirm that the okay. This well. Long pause coming up from a VSDC. Monkey King Bambi disconnected, and then the whole Wicked Sick team went to have a piss. Alright, they are back from their toilet break. And the push on the Radiant's top tower will continue as the team group up. Spectre is at the bottom, but an ultimate pop will be able to send her here right away. Timbersaw on the other hand is pretty far away. And an arrow will connect on PSM, but not really wanting to dive the T2 for this. No creeps or nothing, and Timbersaw not here too. Timbersaw may look to engage on the Spectre, which will probably just force her to pop the ultimate, and that might be what Earthshaker is waiting for. But oh my god, Timbersaw will actually pick off the Spectre straight away. I was waiting for an engagement here, and an engagement happens on the other side instead. Listening to silence, he actually already has his Aghanim Scepter. I'm really not sure how Earthshaker brings in, drops a huge Echo Slam. 10-1, breaking in and bringing the Juggernaut down. Earthshaker will go down too. It's a 2-for-0. They will get the Lion, however, as EQ continue to chase down Mr. Smite. Timbersaw coming in and just killing off the Slug. And there will be a team wipe as they clean out the Earthshaker. Eco here, clean out the Vengeful Spirit. Eco there getting the kill on Monkey King Bambi. At the price of an Earthshaker, blinks in with a beautiful Echo Slam, but pays with his life. It doesn't matter, that's what he's there for, to die. Drop the Echo Slam and die. Juggernaut being picked off, however, and GG being caught up by Meepo White. And 2-0 to Wicked's sake, as we have a game ending win. 0-2, they are now 6-0, clear at the top. At least now they can rest with ease that they know that they will still share the top spot, or may even get the top spot if the other team loses either a game or two. And there we have it. This is the end of the first game. I will be having another game at 10 PM EST. I'm actually not sure who's playing who right there. I will be uploading it onto my Twitch soon, and see you at that game.